Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Danny Rearranged YouTube channel. Welcome if you're new. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I have to find the motivation. I took a couple day break from the mudroom, and within that short period of time, the mudroom, yep, you'll see. It's just, yeah. So I'm gonna show you the mudroom in its current state, and we're gonna get started. I'm tired. I have to find the motivation. I am not my usual self. So let me show you around the mudroom, and then we're gonna get started. I was so excited to start decluttering and organizing this room again that I forgot to show you the first half of the mudroom, the half that we just got done decluttering and organizing in part 1. So if you haven't checked out part 1, please be sure to check out that video. I will link it in the description box below. It was the last video where we decluttered and organized the first half of this room. So now for part 2, today's video, we are going to declutter and organize the rest of the room. So this is what's left, and we are prepping this room. We're decluttering and organizing this room to prep it for a room makeover. I am transforming this into my new office. All right. I don't even know where to begin. I'm like frazzled today, just frazzled. Frazzled. So I think what I'm gonna do, I probably should start on the other side, but I'll do that off camera because we just did that in the last video. What's going on? It's so cold. I am just cold. Come on. There we go. I think we're gonna start with the bookshelf because I want to get that out of the way. Where's my garbage bag? And come on, and recycling. Okay. Oh man, I forgot. I got sentimental stuff down here at the very bottom. We have to go through sentimental stuff. I'm not looking forward to going through the sentimental stuff because I know that I'm gonna have a really difficult time going through that, and I just don't want to. So I'm gonna start with the bookshelf. We're gonna work top to bottom, and then the first thing that I see is a bunch of paint brushes. Okay, just focus. Don't worry about what's going on, just focus. This is gonna go in my toolbox. So I have a toolbox, this little gray toolbox right here, which is mine. I use this for my own arts and crafts and DIY stuff. What I've decided to do is basically set this toolbox as a boundary for any arts and crafts type of tools, like shears or scissors or X-Acto knives, paintbrushes, all that stuff, all of the things that, hot glue gun, stuff like that, anything that's related to DIY projects, arts and crafts, tool related. Yeah, that made sense. Keep going with it, Danielle. I'm already horrible at explaining things, but when I'm tired, it's even worse. So anyway, this is the boundary for the arts and crafts tools. That was it, Danielle. That's all you had to say. So setting boundaries is, I actually talked about that quite a bit in the comment sections in the last video, because boundaries is something that I'm trying to work really, really hard on. I notice that if I set boundaries for myself, I tend to stick with it. I feel like it gives me a set of rules. Sorry. I'm sorry. You know what? The whole neighborhood thinks you're weird anyway. You might as well just go with it. Just pretend like you're talking to yourself, Danielle. Yeah, okay. I noticed that when I set boundaries for myself, it gives me a set of rules, like guidelines that I have to follow. So it really is a rule, because by creating a boundary, you're setting a rule for yourself. Like, you can't go past this boundary. And I feel like when I do set boundaries, I tend to stick with it. Like, you know, prime example, hand towels. So in the first video of the series that I just finished up not too long ago, the most extreme declutter and organize series that I did, it was the beginning of my journey to minimalism. That first video, and again, I'll link that playlist in the description box below. But in the first video, I talked about how many hand towels I have. I had a lot of hand towels. It was getting out of control. And what I ended up doing is setting a boundary for myself. I have one drawer that is for just hand towels. And so far, I have stuck to that boundary. I'm not adding any more hand towels to that one small drawer. And it's working. So again, when I set boundaries for myself, I tend to stick with it. Okay, so this is all extra, like, light switch covers. These all came with the house. The thing is that they've been sitting forever now, and I think what I'm gonna do, you know what, let's just do that now. Let's get it out of the way. I'm gonna go see if there's any outlet covers or light switch covers that need covers or need to be switched out. And if I can't see anything, find anything that needs to be switched out, then we're gonna go ahead and donate these, because I don't want these sitting in here. A lot of times when I see stuff or find stuff that is brand new, whether it was, you know, stuff that was already in the house or stuff that I bought a while ago, if I see anything new, I tend to hold on to it, and I keep it. And I keep it because it's new. So I don't want to let go of it. But the problem is that whether it's new or not, if it's not being used, then it's just creating clutter. It's accumulating more clutter. So new items are a big one for me. That's a hard one for me, because again, if it's especially if it's something that I spent money on, you know, you sometimes feel like you're losing money. And the thing is like I stated in the last video, you're not going to gain or lose money because you already did it. You already spent it. You're not going to gain or lose anything out of it unless you want to sell it. And if it's something that you know is worth selling and it's valuable, you know, or maybe you just want to, you know, at least get some of your money back, put it up right away on Facebook Market or eBay or wherever you like to sell your items, and just get it sold right away. Because if you say, because I do this a lot too, and I've done this before, where I say I'm going to sell something or I'm going to use something new and I never do. I think another thing is setting dates for myself, giving myself X amount of time to get something done, maybe even place a sticky note on it. And if it's not gone by that date on the sticky note, then it just automatically immediately goes. Okay, I'm gonna go put all of these in Ian's toolbox. So these can all go in the garage because these are all Ian's. I don't know if I want to keep, let's see here. So you know what? I'm just gonna let these go. I don't want them. I just don't. I'm gonna donate them. It's just not, nope, I'm over them. we're back to the pineapple. I just, honestly, yeah, we're gonna let this go too. Yeah. Donate. This I am keeping. I'm gonna keep that. All right, office stuff. I just noticed something while editing this video, that there was so much hesitation with the pineapple, but there was no hesitation really with the candle holder. Seeing and recognizing how I'm making decisions, I'm starting to see that with things that I hesitate on, those are the things that I really don't want and should let go. But the things that I don't hesitate on, I can clearly see that I want to keep. So I'm recognizing the hesitation with decision making and the lack of hesitation with decision making. This is DIY. We're gonna get rid of this little guy. I might gift it. See, the problem is when, okay, here's the thing. When I say I'm gonna gift something, it's like, who are you gonna gift it to? So who am I gonna gift this to? And when is there going to be an upcoming birthday of who I'm going to give this to? I don't even have a person in mind that would want it. So why are you gonna gift it? Think about who, okay, I gotta start doing this. Okay, when I say that I'm gonna gift something, it's, all right, who do I know would like this, that this is their style, that they would enjoy having this? And if you can't think of anyone, then maybe it's time for it to go, because that's just it. I can't think of anyone. So what are you doing? What are you doing? And the only person that I know that would like this literally just had a birthday. So you'd be holding on to this for a year. Time to start thinking about these things. We're gonna let this little guy go. I caved. I need more coffee. Oh. Excuse me. Excuse me. A lot of carbonation. There we go. Yes. Oh, let you sit and cool down. It's hot. Okay, I need this box over here. I have no idea where that box came from. Oh. Alright. Alright, because this is where, I'm gonna move this again. This is where I'm gonna keep all of my keep stuff. But I know we're getting scattered. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? There we go. I know I'm getting scattered. I know I'm getting scattered again. I know, but I need this box. Might as well go through it. This is all old. I have so much clothes. Like I kept, you guys, I have kept so many of my kids' clothes. It's unreal. I have let go of boxes, bags. Yeah, I can't tell you how many boxes, how many bags of clothes, kids' clothes I have let go of, and I still have so much. There's so much. Because if you think about it, I've accumulated clothes for the last 10 years. And not just clothes that my husband and I have bought in the kids. This is clothes that all 4 grandparents have bought the children. great grandparents, friends. I mean, this is like everyone that has bought them anything, and accumulating that over a decade, you're gonna have a lot. You're gonna have a lot of clothes. There is a huge tub in Zoe's closet dedicated to clothes that hold sentimental value that I have not let go of. Those were the clothes that I was gonna keep for when the kids got older and had a family of their own. It's an insane amount of clothes. Insane amount of clothes. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. So anyway, yeah, I have a lot of clothes. This is, I think, the majority. No, it's both of theirs. It's both. Yeah. Yeah. This all can go. All of this can be donated. So cute. It's so cute. I also have been holding on to clothing for family and friends. So my sister-in-law has a son, and a lot of Lucas's clothes went to my nephew. But my best friend just had a baby boy, and I wanted to hold on to the rest of Lucas's clothes for her. I just need to give her the clothes. So there is a Spider-Man suitcase and a bag that is full of the rest of like Lucas's clothes that I wanted to give to her. But I also held on to a lot of Zoe's clothes. Get this. I was holding on to pretty much all of Zoe's old clothes in case my best friend or my sister-in-law had another child. I have no idea if they're going to have more kids, but I'm holding on to all of her old clothes just in case. They've been sitting for a while. I think it's time to let it go. Also, there's more clothes in the basement. I recently went down in the basement just to see all of the stuff that I have, and we're gonna have to go through the basement. I hate going down in the basement. I usually only go down in the basement to do laundry, but we're gonna have to go into the basement because there's a lot of decluttering and organizing to do down there. These are all old cell phones. I didn't know what to do with them, but they have pictures on them. So I gotta think about that. One of them is a phone, my very first phone when I was 16. I can only imagine. I don't even know if I'll be able to get pictures off of it, but I can only imagine. I don't want to. Maybe I should just throw it. Ooh. Ooh. 16-year-old Danielle. Scary. I was a horrible teenager. And up until my early 20s. All right, and then, whoa, that wouldn't have been good. Let's put you down. Okay, now this stuff is all, well, minus, these are, okay, this is rock. Why am I keeping that? Why am I keeping the rock and the pebbles? I showed this in the last video. What is this? Oh, that's junk. Did I show the rock in the last video? The thing is that, what am I going to use it for? What am I going to do with it? Like, I have no, see again, here we go again. With things that I see the potential in, I feel like I'm really low and you're really high up. You know, same with this. I feel like I have so much of it that I don't want to let go of it because I see the potential in it. So, but I don't, you know what? Okay, this is the thing. This is what I'm going to do. I'll be right back because this is what we're going to do. We're going to start creating plans and sticking with them. All right. This is what we're going to do. I'll give myself a little bit longer than a month, just a tad bit. So we'll say that. Oopsie. I'll have to get a little bit more tape on it, but if I have not used this, the vase or the rock, by this date, then it gets donated. That is what we're doing. Until I can start getting in the habit of not needing a reminder, this is what we're gonna do from now on. Okay, now, sentimental. Sentimental. This is gonna be hard. We're gonna go through sentimental items on another date. All sentimental. Okay, I need another box or bag. Empty. Yay! Sentimental stuff we'll go through. Eventually. We will. Ah. Yuck. These can go. They're not bad. They're in okay condition, but I could just put covers over them. Actually, I could use these for this room and just get new covers for them instead of getting new pillows, because they're not in bad condition. They just need covers over them. So, and I kind of want to make it a little bit cozy in here. So I think I am going to use these and just get covers for them. Oh, my water. Some spring basket. Why is it in here? Why? We're gonna donate this. Oh, you're going. I'm just gonna put this at the end of the road. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. I'll be back. I put this bucket, this mop bucket up on the top, and then everything got thrown in there. So even though I think that that's like a good catch-all idea for, like, you know, around the house, like if you're going, like I've seen a lot of people use you know, those stair baskets. They're actually shaped, they're baskets that will fit perfectly on your staircase, and that's like the drop, like the drop-off bucket where everything gets dumped in there, and then when you're done, you know, when it gets full, you take the basket around the house and place the items back in their permanent homes, or, you know, you have a catch-all bin. You know, I think that is a good idea. I think for this specific thing, it's not, because it's not necessary, because I have sections to this shelf where items should specifically go, if that makes sense. So like, for example, I have a bucket for my all-purpose sprays. I have a bucket for my soaps and dish soaps and so forth. So I have 3 buckets that fit nicely into each cubby. There's no need for me to have a catch-all bucket on the top here. So, I mean, there's just not. So I think a lot of stuff got thrown in here because it was convenient. Ew. See? And now there's soap everywhere. Ugh. There's a lot of random stuff in here, like a makeup remover cloth for your eyeballs. There's a basket within a bucket. Why? Good question. So everything on the top shelves are empty now. So in these 2 buckets here, I have, is this another one? See now, I'm getting scattered. No, this is the same one. I have garbage bags. Then I had another garbage bag, maybe I don't. So I'm gonna keep my concentrate cleaners in here for right now. I think I just have the one. And then I've been using this 7th generation dishwasher detergent gel to actually clean my sinks because it doesn't work well in my dishwasher. And now plus I'm not using my dishwasher currently. I have a lot of Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose sprays. I have probably too many. At one point in time, I have 4 of them. I have a geranium one, lavender one, orange clove, and lemon. At one point in time, I was seriously, like, at one point in time, I seriously probably had about 8 to 10 of these multi-surface sprays. I haven't been buying any because I have 4. So really trying to pare down with the cleaning products because there's just no need to have that many. Cleaning products are, that's another hard item for me because I'm always trying to find different cleaning products. I love cleaning. I actually do enjoy cleaning. Cleaning is fun for me. I know that may sound odd, especially for those of you who absolutely hate cleaning, but I actually find cleaning to be very calming and relaxing, and I enjoy doing it. So because it's something that I enjoy, I also get joy from purchasing cleaning products and trying new cleaning products and new scents and new brands, and it's exciting. And then when I see like my favorite brand is on sale or there's a deal going on, I stock up on it. So cleaning products are definitely a hard one for me. So I'm gonna put all the multi-surface cleaners up here. I noticed another thing too is that when I have too many of the same products, I'll pick up one that isn't all the way done with yet, and then I'll start using a brand new one. So that's another reason why I want to pare down, is just use up what I have first. Do you ever just hit a wall when you're decluttering? Like what's going on with my hair? Like I just feel like I'm not my usual self today. I'm just tired, and I feel like I've hit this wall because I've decluttered so much. Like literally the other night, I was sitting in bed watching TV, trying to like calm myself down, which probably isn't the best way to calm yourself down at night, is watch TV. But I was watching TV and I was thinking, like, it just hit me all of a sudden, like, oh my gosh, Danielle, you have like literally let go of a lot, like bags and bags and boxes and just, you've let go of a lot, and there's still so much more to go through. And I just feel like I'm hitting a wall. Like it's, I don't know. I'm starting to panic a little. Do I need to go back into the tub? Should we have tub talk? Do we need tub talk? I think we might have to go back into the tub. No, we're gonna stay out of the tub. No tub talk, not today. We're gonna move ahead. We're gonna move along. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna push it. Probably, maybe, I don't know. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I'm gonna clean out. Honestly, I think I'm gonna try to not use these and use those elsewhere. I have 4 of them. Yeah. Put those right there. And then I'm gonna try to, yeah, because I don't, you know what, honestly, I'm really shocked and surprised at myself that this is all of the cleaners that I have. To be honest with you, this is like not what I usually have. This is not the normal for me. The normal would be 4 of those buckets completely filled to the top, over the top. They'd be overflowing. And they're not. This is really all that I have, which I haven't been buying cleaning products lately. I've been trying to use up everything that I have and really paring down. I feel like I wasn't my usual self in today's video, and I think the reason why is because I really was a little frazzled. I say frazzled because that's the best way that I can describe it. Just frazzled. I think what's happening is, now that I have let go of such a large amount of items, I've gone through the majority of my house and I've let go of all of this stuff. I'm coming to the realization that this stuff is gone. It's not coming back. And it a little bit freaks me out. And the thing is that I don't regret the things that I've let go of. And the reason why is because there's a reason why I was placing those items in the get rid of pile to begin with. Especially recently, I've been thinking of all of the things that I've let go of. And I do this a lot, where I start to question myself. I question the decisions that I've made. I second guess myself. I overthink things. And I start to think, what if I let go of something that was valuable or did hold sentimental, value and attachment to? What if I let go of something that I may have needed one day in the future, or maybe I let go of something that I would have loved in the future? And I start to think of all these things and question the decisions that I've made in letting go of all of this stuff. I have to stop second guessing myself. I have to stop questioning my decisions and just really trust and follow my instincts. All this cabin stuff is getting donated. We didn't wear any of it all this summer, so it's just going. Okay. My my neighbor's mowing his grass back there, or weed whacking or whatever. So these are all yard stuff that my mom got me. I don't want any of it. So I'm gonna bag it up and see. I'm gonna bag it up and see if she wants it. If she doesn't want it, then I'm just gonna donate them. I think I have, yeah, this one too. This one I am gonna keep though. I like this one. But I gotta put it away. I'll probably put it like, where am I gonna put it? We'll just keep it there. I need a box for this. Or can I get away with a bag? Yeah, that's not gonna work, but it's, yeah. Okay, this can go in the garage. So I'm gonna put that away. Oh, do with this. I'm gonna take a break. I gotta go clean the house. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I'm gonna go put it at the end of the road. Maybe someone will want it. There have been so many times in the past where I have taken things out of the get rid of pile. I did that more so in the past than I do now, but there were things throughout this journey that I have taken things out of the get rid of pile because I've questioned my decisions on, getting rid of it. And I see the potential in so many things. I see the potential to repurpose something or to create something new, do a DIY. And I second guess myself and I question that decision to let it go. And I'll pull it back out. One of the things that I pulled back out of the get rid of pile, well, it was never in an actual pile, but I didn't want it, was a DIY that I made. It was a blanket ladder that was originally a bunk bed ladder that I made into a blanket ladder. And similar to when I spend money on things, I want to keep it or repurpose it because I spent money on it. It's the similar thing with spending time on a DIY. Because I spent time on it, I want to try to figure out how to repurpose it, create something new, use it somehow. And I did that with the DIY blanket ladder. I never really loved that ladder. I've always thought that I could buy something better, something that I would actually love, or I could create something better. I think more so just buy a blanket ladder that I actually love. But I never really loved it, but because I spent time on it, I kept it in the mudroom. I ultimately put that blanket ladder at the end of the road and someone did take it. But those are, some of the things that I would keep, things specifically that I spent money on or things that I spent time on. And I would question that decision on if I should really let it go.
Turn back time, back to all of those nights when I knew you were mine. I miss when we were teenage girls and our tomboy t-shirts, when life was good and the worn out sneakers, when we were fine about the complications. Those were the days in the tomboy t-shirts. were teenage girls in our tomboy t-shirts, when life was good and our worn out sneakers, when we were fine about the complications. Those were the days in our tomboy t-shirts. Dirt on my jeans and same good old snapback, floating through the street like holding your hand tight. Dirt on my jeans and same good old snapback, floating through the street like. I wish that we could turn back time, back to all of those nights when I knew you were mine. I miss when we were teenage girls in our tomboy t-shirts, when life was good in our worn out sneakers, when we were fine about the complications. Those were the days.
There's a couple of new rules that I'm setting in place for myself. Number one, any donation items will be removed from the house within 24 hours. I noticed that when I would have a full carload of donation items, those would go right away because I had a full carload. So little amounts of donation items like a bag or maybe a couple of bags or a box, it was a small amount of donation items, I would sit in the mudroom or the basement or somewhere in the house because it was a small amount. I was trying to wait until I got a large amount so I had one full carload so I wasn't going back and forth. The problem with that is that the longer donation items sit in the house, the longer I'm second guessing myself and questioning my decisions. And then I would start to look through it again, and then I would take certain items out. So from here on out, any amount, small or large amounts of donation items, any donation items are being donated within 24 hours. Another rule that I'm putting in place is in regards to DIY projects. I am giving myself 1 month to complete DIY projects. I will be dating DIY projects because if I go over a month without starting or finishing a DIY, most likely I'm not going to. I also need to start being more specific with DIYs, like having a specific DIY in mind to create. Because a lot of times what I was doing was just buying a bunch of random stuff because I saw the potential to make something with it. And it turns out to just be a lot of clutter. It ends up when I don't finish a DIY or I buy a lot of stuff to make a DIY or many DIYs, it just turns into a bunch of items, a bunch of clutter. So I really need to put a time frame on finishing DIYs as well as having a specific DIY in mind. I'm debating on how I'm going to go about transforming this room, if I want to split it up into many videos or if I just want to make one video. So I'm currently figuring that out right now. I also have just a couple more items left. I have some more supplies that I need to finish the mudroom. So the next video won't be the mudroom. The video after the next video, we're going to start working on the mudroom. So the next video, I actually have an experiment in mind to make. I don't want to get too detailed on the experiment for a couple of reasons. One, I want it to be a surprise. And two, I'm honestly not quite sure how I'm going to go about doing this. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about completing this experiment. The planning is still in the works, but the idea came from the mudroom. This is the second time that I've completely cleared out the mudroom where it's looked very empty and minimal. I really love the way that it looks and feels. So I have this idea, this experiment, to do something similar to at least areas of the house. We'll see how the experiment goes. It may be a bad idea. I don't know. We're gonna find out. The mudroom is completed again, and it feels great. I love it. I love seeing my mudroom look like this. I'm so excited to transform this into my office. It always just feels like a weight has lifted off of me when I declutter. That is it for today's video, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you so much, and we will talk to you on the next one. Bye, everyone. I get a super sweet compliment all of the time. It seems as though a lot of you love the way I say, or like the way I say, big. Big. So this one's for you. So this one's for you. Big. 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 Biggies. Big. Biggies. Big. Big, big, big. I'm sure the neighbors can hear me. Like, what is she doing? Why? Oh my God. You know what? It's fine. I gotta get over this. Big. Really get that Minnesota accent. Biggies. Big. I kind of like saying it. Big. What's that noise?